Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. Here comes that disturbance that I was talking about on social media on Tuesday for this afternoon. Recording this at about 11:11, Wednesday, October 28th, and there's a line of rain and embedded thunderstorms coming out of Oklahoma, moving into western Arkansas. The question is, will this hold together? There is lightning with this, by the way. You can obviously see just north of Ozark, there's some heavier rain and some thunder and lightning with that. Now, the question is, will that hold together and move into Arkansas? I'm going to talk about that here in this video, plus what's going to happen in November. But this is high resolution simulated radar. Not doing a great job handling it, but what this does do is moves it towards the east, and it's just not impressive with it. It looks much more impressive in reality than it does on a computer model. So you can use this for timing. It's not going to be perfect as far as coverage and intensity, but this is at 1 p.m. and this is starting to edge into central Arkansas. 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, scatter showers around. So it's going to be this afternoon that it moves into central Arkansas. Now, we know about the weekend rain. I've been talking about that, and I wish, I may pull up some data on that in just a second. But the thing is, I think that Halloween's going to be wet. But there's a chance, I'm not guaranteeing this, but there's a chance that by the time sunset rolls around, the coverage will decrease in coverage and intensity. Will there still be rain out there? Probably, but maybe some trick-or-treaters will be able to get in and get some candy. But that's a maybe right now. What you're looking at here off of weatherbell.com, you're looking at the GFS ensembles, and what this this computer model does, it goes out to 16 days, which is not all that accurate once you get way out there. But anyway, we're looking at temperature anomalies, near surface temperature anomalies against the averages. And what you see here is here's that the coming blast of cooler air, which will be focused. Obviously, by the way, you look at the scale here, blues, greens, down to purples. That's below average temperatures. Those are negative anomalies. And then you see the reds, those are positive anomalies. So this is the blast of air coming in, the cooler air coming in for the end of the week. Now, it will focus up towards the north, the coolest of the air. But you see some of that comes into Arkansas. And this is, let's see what I can get the date here. This is the 24 hours ending from midnight on the 30th to midnight on the 31st. Okay, so there's the cooler air. But watch how fast this leaves. And boy, look at the warmth for next week. It looks like temperatures are going to go way above average next week. This is days 6 and 7, which is the 3rd through the 4th of November. And then, wow, look at this. This is November 4th and into the 5th. These are showing anomalies that are plus 6, 7, 8 degrees. And this is, by the way, if you look here in degrees Celsius. So, boy, I tell you what, I have to look and see what the record-breaking highs are on this for this period. But I mean, this is some very intense warm air moving across the country. And then, of course, you've got cooler air across the western United States. And then a fight begins. If you believe the GFS, this is the 6th and the 7th. This is 9.5 to 10.5 days out. You see the warmth has pushed into the southeastern United States, and cooling is taking place across the Rockies and into the northern plains. So there's bound to be a boundary, and cooler air comes back, it looks like, towards the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, in that time period where some cooler air starts to over. Whenever you see Alaska warming up, chances are it's going to cool down across the lower 48. Now, if you bear with me for just 1 second, let me see if I can pull up. I can't show the European on this. I'm not allowed to do that. I can get in trouble for that. The guys at Weatherbell, I don't think, want me to do that. But I will show you the GFS. Let's see, for the weekend, let's talk about this weekend rain here. That's Friday. So here's, and you have to remember this is 6 hours. You're looking at the amount of precipitation over the previous 6 hours. So this is the period ending at 7 p.m. on Friday. And you see the scale here with the rain amounts. And it's northwestern Arkansas, the afternoon of Friday. And then, again, it looks like Friday night football plans wet across western Arkansas. Now, let's go. This is what I'm talking about. Let's just jump here. This is the period from 7 a.m. on Halloween to 1 p.m. And notice the heaviest of the rainfall is across southern Arkansas, and it's showing, at least a quarter of an inch of rainfall in that time period. So from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., it doesn't look quite as heavy. You're getting amounts around 1/100th to 1/10 of an inch. And then this is what I'm talking about here. This is the period between 7 p.m. and 1 a.m. on the 1st. By the way, we fall back 1 hour with the time change. And it's still showing some rain around, but it looks like it's really starting to break up in coverage intensity. Let's look at 24-hour rainfall ending in this period of time. So this is looking at 24-hour rainfall. Let's see if I get the time right. 24 hours ending. So it's the 24 hours prior to an ending on Sunday at 1 a.m. So there's the heaviest across western and southern Arkansas. This model's showing to maybe 3/10 of an inch of rain in central Arkansas. The models have kind of been all over the place with that. So there's the chance for that weekend rain, and I think the heaviest, again, is going to be during the day on Halloween, and then tapering off in the evening is going to be a close call for the trick-or-treaters. But, boy, I tell you what, look up the records. I'm going to have to look up the record data in that first week of November. The average highs are in the 60s at that time, and I think that there's a chance we'll be in the 80s. I kid you not. Just looking at that data there and this ridge building in, I think that there's actually a chance we may go into the 80s still, and then it starts to cool after that. Sorry. Anyway, thank you very much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.